Tank top galore over here, right? It's like the fall, autumn, whatever, right? I like to say autumn just sounds nicer, so a little bit more rich in language, you know. But I was thinking about something that I asked somebody, St. Adalbert's, after something happened. I was working at a cemetery that, it was under the parish, but I believe it was owned by them, at least St. Adalbert's, because the Monsignor Marszewski would come over there. And there was an issue with Dilemma Marszewski, but I think it was after that, either after or it was mid-90s. I went to that church and I asked them, about empathy and compassion, which comes first, And it's like they couldn't even answer. But before that, the priest was like, I don't know if he's trying to like do something, this and that. I was like, all right, well, let me just ask, Monsignor there or a priest a question. And he just looked at me like, it's like he was scared. He didn't know, either he didn't know what I was talking about or he just knew I was talking about. He didn't want to answer, That's your Catholic, man of faith and, religion, this and that with, that are not morally equipped. But, a lot of people already know that, right? Especially, the ones that attend the services. Not just Catholicism, but a lot of people that proclaim to be part of a religion or faith. The thing was, what I was trying to ask is, I believe, those words tend to be a little bit synonymous, except, how can you have compassion for someone if you don't have empathy? Let's say you're an empathetic person. You can also be a compassionate person, right? I just always felt like, you gotta have an empathy, because there's some people that, I can empathize, I can sympathize with people, right? But maybe that's something else, I was just thinking, like, you gotta have certain things inside when, even like people that just, they hate you, they'll spit on you or something like that. Or maybe just, in a time of turmoil, they won't be there for you. But you wouldn't want to see them in pain. My ex-girlfriend, she had 3 kids. The youngest name was Lily. It's like, what happened to me, I was just so mentally abused, exhausted. She yelled at me. She said all these names. But things, and through the years, I knew she was just, not just a brat. I defended what people called a brat, especially an outsider. Like, don't call nobody's kids a brat, you fucking jerk off. But, I'm not getting into that. But I just got attached. And even though, she's a very cruel little girl. And now, she's like 12, 13. She's just, very cruel and mean and evil-spirited. But it comes to the point where it's like, I don't know how she'll end up her demise or what she end up her life. Will she have a bad, like, especially if she has a bad life? I don't want to see it, There's people that, took somebody's life. Oh, I would love to see them end up rotting in a fucking sewer. No idea. You have no idea what I want. I'm not a violent person. I'll give them the worst kind of, life they could get. I wouldn't even fear a thing. I was just, like, whatever. Fuck you. It's Wednesday or some shit. But, and, something about that girl, maybe it's because I got attached to her. Even though she was just cruel, she would just instigate, like, and I think, she heard the cat, and it pissed me off. Like, months ago, I was like, geez, I'm gonna go over there and just fucking get angry, get it out of me, But I remember the times we actually spent together, and she was a young person, so it's like, if to seeing her bad, and, let's say something happens to her, and, she doesn't have, not just self-respect, but the empathy for herself or other people to that level. I found a lot of people are just evil and cruel and just like, I'm not gonna be there for you, for like, your cries and tears, because a lot of them, they don't even care about that, They feel pain, emotional pain or something to me, but it's like, I could care less of certain people. And I don't want to hear it because, I believe I'm an empathetic person, Even like the people that, took somebody's life that I was talking about, I don't want to hear them. I would like to see them in physical pain and, I don't know, I know some of you just, have ideas, so, I'm pretty sure you could just muster some ideas in your head, I don't think like that. But, to that little girl, and even her brother, like, we weren't that close, but it's like, they just, they not just disrespect me, but they left me alone at a critical time in my life. And they did it over and over, and I knew that, but I just, I don't know, maybe because they were young, and I knew them, and we spent some time together, and I just, I didn't think they would have like a bad life in here. I think they will be, always thought like, maybe I'll get some money. I thought I was gonna die, so I figured, fuck it. Like it was in 2019, I'm gonna take my life and I'm gonna get life insurance. I was gonna get like 60, like 100 grand or some shit like that. So all right, I could do this, right? I mean, there's motive for you, right? If you ever thought about it, and I got the paperwork and I didn't read it through it all, but I was like, I told my ex-girlfriend, like, whatever happens, I'll sign it for you, but give some money to my mom and just buy yourself a house in rural, Virginia. You want a haunted house, buy a haunted house. But I thought that's what was gonna end, And years prior, I was thinking to myself, I kind of want to see Lily grow. Yeah, that's one of the reasons that, like, when people say, who do you live for? Fuck you. Go fuck yourself. But at a time of turmoil and you think, somebody's going to set you up to prison and take your life, or, because that's what it was. That's why I was trying to kill myself. At least I thought about it. I didn't make an attempt to, like, and the only attempt I made is around 2002. But I was just seriously thinking about it. But, even through all that, and I don't think she would have had any empathy or compassion towards me. I don't want to see her demise or have a bad life. Either in my ex-girlfriend as well. Even though I think they killed the fucking cat. And she said something to me about, the Chihuahua named Ziggy that, he had a nerve damage and he threw up, he died in a throw up, which he talked about 2 months prior to that. That's what she hopes for him. And then, she had these box of ashes. Cynthia and her daughter pretended too, and I could just see it on their face. I don't have to be in your brain, but we can't open it because you'll spill them. So I knew something was up. And Ziggy's in a better place. Like, you'll see. Yeah, but you people could do that too. You just don't care, right? Yeah. See, like, Ziggy growled at me, and I think she instigated. It's like, I still want to see them, their demise, or, I'd rather just not talk to them. Not forget, just probably never see them. There's a couple people like Amber Birdsall. Oh, you have no fucking idea what the fuck, whatever, that fat piece of shit. Including got her sister and her mommy and daddy. Including some faggot that came over there, like Alex and some shit. I don't know the cuck suck. I'll cut his fucking, no, You know who you are, you little piece of shit. Eric Cortez, faggots killing people on a train station and shit. What is it about people and just taking people's life at a train station? Is this some troll shit? It's some evil shit, you demonic pieces of shit. I wish you nothing but the worst. There's no disease in the world that I would love for you to have, so you could fucking experience the worst pain and emotional pain in the world. You fucking putos and bitches, But, those people, my ex-girlfriend, her kids, I just, I think it's about having empathy. I don't wish them any bad. I thought about going to the house and just fucking throw them the fuck out of them. Like some of that fucking retard fucking the father. Just take him by the leg, just throw him against the fucking wall. And it's not because of, this, that, and the other thing. Like, maybe she lied about a certain thing. I don't give a fuck about that. I've been through that. 99.7% of you fucking lie like a bunch of fucking, cowards and pigs. It's not about that. It's about the fucking cat. Yeah, that, I would, if you think afterlife is, there's fire, you just fucking, burn yourself. Who would throw, poison a cat or throw him in the oven or some shit like that. It's not about money, like she might have lied to me, this and that. See, I'm not petty and juvenile like most of you people. You probably retards argue about you 200 zł. A co moje kurwa 200 zł? Słuchaj moją frytkę, patrz na killera. Jesteście kurwa gówno. Będziecie mieć szambę, kurwa, i ten idiota pedał mówił o mnie. Chcę wam to wszystko dać, to jest dziwaki. But anyway, it's not about the fucking Polacks over there, fucking, they're worshiping the devil and shit, they're praying to their fucking retard fat pig that, fall asleep on the fucking altar and shit. Fuck those fucking cunts. I wish them a fucking, nah, whatever. This wasn't about that video, see? I have empathy, but I have a lot of fucking anger to a lot of people like you don't fucking believe. I never thought I had that much anger. She called me pink nigger bitch. Because I had like a pink rose gold Charger. She's a little kid. Last time I talked to her, she was like, I had a bearded dragon. She's like, look at, bring the lizard to me. My brother had one. He had infection on his eye. I don't know. Her brother bearded dragon was like a little bit older, and it was just malnourished. And I realized I couldn't do it. And that's the last time I talked to her. I talked to Cynthia before that, and on Facebook we exchanged messages, this and that. But on the phone, when I talked to her, she's just, I don't like faggots and niggers. Like talking about me or something, like black people and gay people. I don't know. It just, I talked to her for like a couple hours and just like, it was bad. I just don't remember because like a lot of time, that day I was just heavily drunk, Talked to her brother too. Oh yeah, her brother like threatened me and his little nephew and shit. I don't give a fuck about those fucking retards. I wouldn't piss on them if like fucking, I don't know, they enjoyed it or they were in fight. It doesn't matter. Their lives are significant to me. I don't even wish them any bad, I don't think. I don't even like, they're not even on my mind, but those two kids and her, yeah, it's like, if anything happens, I just, honestly, I wouldn't want to see them. Because it breaks my fucking heart. And that's something that majority fucking don't have. Till you go, your depression, everyone's shitting on each other, and you realize you're a horrible person or something's gonna go down, and you fucking telling each other, right? You telling each other, you suing each other. Is that a black phrase? And a little Latino phrase you use? You gonna sue? Are you gonna sue me, nigga? Your little fucking retard minds and shit, right? Yes, you have no empathy whatsoever. Just because you fucking, I don't know, get happy and ride a bicycle, know how to jerk off and drink a beer doesn't make you a fucking human being. It's about like, the person that just, you thought you were close the most, even though they traded on you, you wouldn't want to hurt them. And also having compassion for them to the point where you don't want to see them. But they're so fucking cowards like Roy Police. I mean, a lot of you that's fucking, you have no idea. I would love to see, like some of you watch videos and there's blood. You will feel it. I don't care if people say you're dead inside. Oh, you will fucking feel physical pain. You fucking will. Because everybody feels physical pain. As you're like dead inside and you have emotional pain. Let me tell you something about emotional pain or physical pain. When it's absolutely physical pain and you start to have, usually, I don't know the rest of people. It's about, having also emotional pain, like, depression and stuff. It's just bad. And you tell yourself, don't think about the pain. Don't think about the pain. But, I really don't let my days consume with evil and, like, getting your teeth knocked out like some of you want from me, right? Because you know who you are, right? But, I have no compassion. I'm an empathetic person. I have no compassion for any of you. Majority of you, I kind of have some compassion for my mom, that's it. Because once in a while we talk, and that's about it. And there's something else. But you know what? A lot of you just fucking make up a lie. The thing is, that whole phrase, he's an empath, she's an empath. What's that, like a fucking trendy, I don't want to, vegan double latte in Starbucks? Yeah? You guys are fucking imbeciles. You really are. Stop portraying this, I'm a good person, this and that. I don't want to get my dick sucked. The thing about even, caring for somebody, even if they don't care about you and they spit on you, it's like, you can't see them in pain. And if you just fucking realize that maybe people don't like you, don't have good relationships, well, then just like, I'm pretty sure you don't have any empathy whatsoever. Unless you were just deluded and you had your mentality suppressed and manipulated by people. Because like I have. It was funny and a joke to all of you. And, if something happens to you, like you're crying, I don't want to see you cry, but, I'll ridicule you like that fucking idiot 6'2" Martian over there and fucking, on iVlive.tv. I don't care about any of you. It's not being a cruel person. It's about being a realist and, just having an understanding of who I am and who all of you are. You could go look up the definitions. If you know how to fucking read or even have a wisdom or understanding to know what the fuck that means. Not that you care anyway, so enjoy the rest of your night.